Hello, my name is Robin, and thanks for joining me today. This video is going to be about the number one mistake that most first-time home buyers make. And that number one mistake is buying a home for the amount that the credit union, the bank, or the financial institution has approved you for. So for example, let's say you went to your bank or your credit union or your financial institution where you handle that type of information. And they're going to, number one, of course, pull your credit report, look over your finances, ask to see your tax returns, verify the income that you make on your job or your business. And they're going to come to a conclusion on how much of a loan they're willing to give you based on all of that financial information. So let's just say, for example, you're approved for a $300,000 loan from your bank for your mortgage. What I would recommend is that you look for homes less than that $300,000. You look for homes that are maybe you would need a loan for $250,000 to $275,000. You do want to be mindful of your financial situation. You don't want to take that to the max in buying a home. And let me give you a couple examples why I say that. One is we know things can change. I had someone to come to me and they were at a critical point because when they got the loan and they got into the home, their job offered unlimited overtime. Their job also offered bonuses. So they got bonuses. So they were approved for that loan based on that information. And as a few years went on, the job stopped with the unlimited overtime. So the income dropped. The company stopped with the bonuses. And so the income dropped again. And now that house that was affordable, that loan payment that was affordable, was becoming a little unaffordable. The finances were getting a little tight. The other thing to consider when you're buying a home, you are responsible for the repairs, for the maintenance, for the upkeep. So if there's a leaky faucet, you're going to get that fixed. Or if there's some other concern, the air conditioner's not working, you're going to call and be getting someone in and paying for that cost to get those repairs done. Where before, when you were renting, you had a landlord that you could call and say, hey, my faucet is leaking. Can somebody come take a look at it? And now as a homeowner, those expenses are going to be coming out of your pocket. So you do want to be certain your budget has some cushion. You don't take out a loan for a mortgage at the full amount that you are approved for. Let me give you a little background on myself so you know why I'm talking with you about this. So I have over 25 years experience in banking, finances, mortgages, pre-foreclosures, and loan modifications. So my career has been at the very beginning when someone's just starting out their home journey all the way to the end, and even the unfortunate part of sometimes when people get into a financial bind and their home is going through pre-foreclosure. I've talked with people and helped them to come out of pre-foreclosure and save their homes. So I conduct a 1 hour fixed rate. I talk about fixed rate in my mortgage workshop. So I conduct a 1 hour first time home buyer workshop. I want you to be successful in your journey in purchasing a home, and you can be successful with having the information up front. So we're going to talk about the credit score, the credit report. We're going to talk about the parts of a mortgage payment. And I do want to also share with you that a fixed rate mortgage, that mortgage payment will increase. Somebody say, oh, I don't have adjustable. I have a fixed rate. It's going to stay the same. No, the fixed rate mortgage payment will increase. So we'll talk about that. We'll go over the credit information. I'll talk to you about some strategies on how you can keep that mortgage rate somewhat level. We're going to talk about insurance, cover a lot of information so you'll be well prepared when you are ready to purchase your home. So my website is www.evolvingknowledgellc.com. Once again, that's www.evolvingknowledgellc.com. So for this 1 hour virtual workshop, it's only $39. I keep the amount low because I want as many people that can attend to attend. So we cover a lot of information. Also, there's time at the end for your questions that you may have. So I'd like to invite you to go to my workshop, go on and register. There's a button there that says Pay Now. When you do that Pay Now, it's going to gather your information. You click that Pay Now button. It's going to ask for your name, your email address. Give the email address that you want me to send the link for the Zoom meeting. Use that email address. And once again, the payment is $39. PayPal, credit card, debit card. You can use either one of those. So get started today. Go on and register so I can get that link to you, get you in my very next workshop that's coming up soon. So I look forward to seeing you then, okay? We want to avoid making the mistake, the number one mistake that most first-time home buyers make. And I do want to share much more information with you. So I look forward to seeing you then. Thanks again. Bye-bye.